Hello, welcome back. Day 4 of 90 Days in Sober Ways. So, yeah, things are progressing. Coming up to a day when my body's probably expecting me to have a drink as we're getting on towards Thirsty Thursday. So yeah, body does some weird things. So in terms of how I'm feeling, I've had more clarity for longer periods throughout the last day or so, but I've had a couple of headaches as well, which is surprising, and whether that's related to a lack of alcohol or a lack of smoking, I'm not 100% sure, but there are definitely different sort of feelings going on as my body's probably adjusting to a new way. So yeah, so as I was saying, slight headache, I had a bit of a chest pain as well. Not too sure whether that was like a muscular or skeletal thing as a result of going to the gym, but it seems to have subsided now, and I went and got my my pulse and everything checked and my bloods checked at the doctor just to make sure, so that all came back fine, so who knows. In terms of food, someone mentioned to me that cutting out caffeine can also minimize the impact of anxiety related symptoms as a result of getting or removing alcohol from your diet, or general anxiety disorders. So instead of having a coffee, I had green tea and jasmine the other morning, which I quite enjoyed actually. So I'm going to try and move away from the flat white coffee in the morning into some more of a green tea sort of focus. For lunch, had vegan curry with sweet potato, lentils, garlic, onion, tomatoes, and cauliflower instead of carbs, which was quite nice actually. And then we went to a friend's house for dinner. It was their birthday, so again, first I suppose social foray where there was people drinking and a few questions as to why you're not drinking and whatnot. So yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive about going, but I did go there and have some non-alcoholic beers, which I suppose sort of allowed me to feel like I was still part of some sort of social thing in a way, without sort of having to go through that full-on withdrawal habit type thing straight away. So I think it'll get easier to go to events and not feel like you have to be drinking, but honestly, people were saying that there was no alcohol in them, and I just wanted to feel like I was having a beer. But yeah, so I think that helps, so maybe that's something that you should consider if you're going to do a similar sort of thing. Food wise there, we just had a potato gratin, some prawns, some cheese, olive dip and whatnot. It was quite nice actually. Exercise wise, I played tennis in the morning with a friend, very light on though, because I did have chest pains the evening before. I wanted to go to the doctor, so it was just basically hitting with each other. There was no strenuous movement or anything like that. Sleep wise, the previous night, yeah, so I had some chest pains the night before. That kept me up for an hour or so worrying about that, but then once I fell asleep, I managed to stay asleep pretty much until I got up at around 7ish the next morning. Overall, well, the weather in London has been great over March. I can't remember there being this many sunny days, or even in what you call summer over here. So whether that's got an effect on mood or whatnot, I'm not sure, but there have been a number of blue sky days over the last month, which has probably contributed, and in the last week, so that's been great. Yeah, as I mentioned before, as the week progressed, I sort of felt periods of clarity for more frequently, and being able to get on top of my anxiety a bit more. So yeah, I bought a book which I will show you tomorrow. It's called Dare, and from what I've read in the first 50 pages, it seems to have a good concept behind it, and so as I sort of bring those into my day-to-day life, we can sort of go through that and figure out whether or not it's worthwhile considering yourself. In terms of that, yeah, we're day 4, so still early days. The real benefits, I think, will come within the first 1 to 2 months, or after the first month into the second month. So long way to go, but as I said, let's go through this together, day in, day out, document what's happening, and see if we can really tie some things down in terms of what alcohol is doing to people's body, both mentally and physically, and yeah, make some conclusions based on that and whether it's right for you or not. Yeah, cheers. Alright, have a good weekend, guys.